Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to show you a very quick video. Remember, this is the sample that you have access to. Now, when they did this, yes, and you'll see that there are some names here, depending on the age bracket, but when you are doing a survey, I'm going to show you a small little trampa, not really a trampa, pero un truco that will help you a lot, right? Now, in your survey, let's just say I'm going to take a survey on the library, yeah? I'm just going to use some questions that they created here. Yeah. When you create this, it's quite simple if you were to do the following in order to save yourself a lot of time. I'm going to put name, year, what else do they have here? They have, yeah, age. So let's go back. Let's look at age. And then I'm going to put right here one of the questions that they has of do you like to go to the library? Okay. Now, do you like to go, whoops, I don't know how to spell, like to go to the library? Now, what type of a question is this? This is obviously a yes, no, and sometimes, right? Well, one thing that we can do in order to simplify our answer, do you like to go to the library, and simplify our process, is I can scroll down and criticar, yo puedo poner los posibles respuestas desde 100 por abajo. So I have yes, I have no, I have maybe. Those are the three types of answers that we have, right? Good. Because what I can do now is I can highlight by doing shift down. Let's just say I'm going to highlight, yeah, let's get about 50. Well, remember, just because of the rubric that Herman made, it's 60 people that you guys need. So let's just say I'm going to highlight these 60 cells, yeah, and I'm going to create a menu. This is going to make your life so much easier. When I highlight those cells, I can click Data, Data, Validation. Is everyone clear on that? Data validation. When I click on data validation, I can now click on enter the range, and let's scroll down. Where do I have it? I have it at right here. I'm going to click in the box data range and highlight my three options, yes, no, and maybe. I'm going to click OK. There we have it. Now, this is going to be really cool. Do not touch anything else. Do not touch anything else. Because if I were to click save, look how easy that is now. I can say yes, I can say yes, I can say no. So when I take my survey, I can essentially say, Jacobo, I'm just going to say dun, whatever. And he is in noveno, and he is 13 years old. And when I ask him this, I can just say no or yes. So questions that are optional, that have multiple possible choices, you can scroll to the very bottom, desde el punto 100 por abajo, y meter las opciones. Let's look at that one more time. Let's look at a question that this student has. How many days a week do you visit the library? How many days a week do you visit the library? So let's do that here. How many days of the week do you visit the library? Question mark. There we go. Now, I have a question right here. I'm just going to, just for formatting, soy un poco pesado, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to do it like that. There we go. Now, what are the possible answers that someone might have? Let's think about it. What are the possible answers that someone might have? How many days a week do you visit the library? Well, there's only 5 days in the week, so I can say 1 time a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week. I'm just giving all the possible answers I think people might give. I think people might give. Never, only, for class, someone might say, but I'm at least giving every possible answer that someone might give. So, I have all my options below. I've listed them here, and this is critical. Do not list it above 70. Do not list it above 70, but I have it at 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because there's 5 days in the week, never, and only for class. Now what I can do is highlight the data, highlight empty cells of where I'm going to do my interviews. Highlight them. I'm going to highlight up to number 60. Yeah, up to number 60. Then I'm going to do the same. Click on data, data validation. No hay que tocar nada menos que esto. You only have to touch this. Le meto aquí. I go down here. I'm going to click on inside data range and click and highlight these cells with all the possible options. There we go. And save. So look how cool this is. Now I just have to click never. Let's say I interview number 11 and I'm entering Francisco, whatever his name might be. And I'm just going to put 10. I'm going to say 14. And then right here I can say, well, yes. And then I can say right here, well, never. And let's just say I'm going to do someone else. I'm going to now do Maria. And let's just say she's in 11th and she is 15. And I can click on this option and now say maybe, if Maria says maybe. And here's the cool thing. What if she has a different answer than the possible options? What if she has a different answer than the possible options? Now, what I can do is click in the box and say, only when Pascual tells us to go to the library. To go to the library. Right? And when it's a different answer, it's going to be a little bit of a red, but that doesn't matter because it's the answer that Maria gave me in the survey. Okay? Now, I hope this strategy is very useful because you will save yourself a lot of time. I will say that again. When you do the survey, no hay que poner cosas aquí y escribirlos cada vez. You don't even need to write and say once, okay, next person, twice. You don't even need to do that. All you got to do now is click the arrow and say, este estudiante me dijo esto. Este estudiante me dijo esto. Este estudiante me dijo esto. Y este estudiante says only, etc., etc. Yeah? So it's actually a really good tool. Okay? I'm going to show that one more time so that if anyone needs it, here you have it. Let's look at this question. Do you like the books the library has to offer? And we're going to give them the question of 1 to 5. 1 a 5. Yeah, do you like the books the school has to offer? So let's just type that in here. Do you like the books the school has to offer? Question mark. Well, what are the possible options? We're going to make it a scale of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah? De uno, not really. Yeah? Let's just say dos, some of them. Let's just say 3, English. And let's just say on a scale of 1 to 3. Yeah? Keep our life a little bit simpler than what we have. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? So, we're going to do the same thing as we just did. Click on where the data will go, where your surveyees will go. Highlight, highlight, highlight. I'm going to go down to number 60. Click on data, data validation, and where it says enter a range or formula. Another option, I don't want to do it really, is that you can always click on list of items, but I like to do the other method because it's actually a lot simpler if you wanted to add options as well. And now we're just going to say enter range or formula. I'm going to click on this, select data range. And right there, I'm just going to highlight those 5 options and say enter. And just like earlier, click on save. Look how easy that is now. When I do my survey, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah? And that way you're going to collect data muy rápido. You will not be wasting a lot of time as this project might seem. I highly recommend that you do this, okay? When you look at some of the samples, Germán Mejía made people collect at least 80 estudiantes. I'm only going to make you guys do a total of 60, okay? That's 25% menos de Germán Mejía, okay? That's the best I can do. But you need to collect 60 students' data, yeah? And have really good questions related to the topic you choose about the school, okay? Let me know if you need any help. We are going to be doing this for quite some classes, quite a few classes, so that you guys know how to collect data for surveys, which will definitely be a big help for you when you get to senior year and do your senior project. On that note, everyone, take care and we'll see each other soon. Ciao, ciao.